So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the EU finally hitting back against the UK's narrative regarding the Northern Ireland Protocol. So this is Mairead McGuinness. I think that's how you pronounce her first name. She says the UK are playing a dangerous game by inflaming tensions over Brexit. So this is finally, the EU. I don't want to blame them for stuff in the referendum, but I think the EU should be hitting back against the narrative from certain countries that decide to attack them for no reason. And finally, I think she's been on Question Time and Newsnight a lot, but this is good stuff here. This is one of the viewers' favorite people. So hopefully he watches it and enjoys this video. But the EU has lashed out at the UK for battering the Brexit deal, threatening to take action if London doesn't get on board with the Northern Ireland Protocol. So Ireland's EU Commissioner Mairead McGuinness told the Irish Independent the UK was playing a very dangerous game by inflaming tensions in the north. And she's absolutely correct that the UK are playing a very dangerous game. We've already seen violence this year because of the Northern Ireland Protocol, and the fact is that there were problems, massive problems with the Northern Ireland Protocol because the UK didn't hold our side of the bargain and still haven't got the staff and facilities needed to do proper border checks, to the point where we're already crying over the fact that one of the grace periods over chilled meats has ended. We're crying about that already. Ireland's EU Commissioner Mairead McGuinness told the Irish Independent the UK was playing a very dangerous game. She reserved particular ire for Britain's Brexit Minister David Frost, who she said was trying to wash his hands and shed a deal he helped to negotiate. That's phenomenal stuff, because absolutely he's trying to do that. He's trying to say that, we signed the deal under duress and, I didn't realise the deal was going to be so bad. It's like, dude, you helped negotiate this deal. Like, if anything, the British government should be able to do you for negligence if you fail to understand the impact of the deal you negotiated. That's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if I was Frost. She said, "You can't wash your hands of an agreement you shaped and made and signed." Miss McGuinness told the Irish Independent in an interview. She said it just isn't credible to do that. And I'm sure the other countries, including the US, that are looking at what the UK are doing may be asking questions about the credibility of doing any deals with the United Kingdom. The only problem there is the fact that we're already doing okay-ish when it comes to signing trade deals. I'm not saying these are good trade deals that benefit the UK, but we are doing very well at signing trade deals that benefit other countries, such as Australia. But so I'm not sure about that. But the UK are keeping an eye on this. We're going to cover soon that Joe Biden is, during the G7, Joe Biden is going to have a word with Boris Johnson and tell him to, stick with the Northern Ireland Protocol in order to stop a hard border within the island of Ireland. So yeah, what she's saying here is absolutely correct. That you can't negotiate and sign a deal saying it's going to be a great deal, blah blah blah, and then be like, oh yeah, I hate this deal. We never should have signed this deal. Like, how stupid do you look? The EU-UK relations reached a new low in March after Frost unilaterally extended grace periods on safety checks on certain foods being shipped from Britain to Northern Irish supermarkets. Recently, he has criticised the Northern Ireland Protocol to the 2019 deal, which effectively keeps the country in the EU single market. Northern Ireland in the single market, calling it unsustainable. So this is a guy who said this deal is great. He helped negotiate this Northern Ireland Protocol. Boris Johnson said it's oven ready, put it in the oven, ready to go. And he said it's a great deal for Britain. He even said the Northern Ireland Protocol is a great deal for Britain, and especially a great deal for Northern Ireland because they get the best of both worlds. They get free, unfettered access to GB and also the EU. So why is he lying for? Well, we obviously knew he lied to win an election, but the EU need to start quoting these things, and the British government, the British media have to do the same thing. Whenever Frost says these things are unsustainable, well, why did Boris Johnson say it's a great deal then? Is it because he lied to win an election? Like, if I can do a better job than the British media, then I'm embarrassed. If people like Max and Phil and Bowler Man Hat, or whatever his name is, All Shorts, and the rest of the gang can do a better job than the British media, then we have a real problem in this country, because it's not hard. It is not hard to hold these people accountable. Boris Johnson said it's a great deal. Dominic Raab, all these other people said it's a great deal. Now Frost is trying to wash his hands of it, saying that the deal was unsustainable and it's not great. Like, dude, you negotiated and helped sign it. What are you talking about? She said, what we're seeing is a negotiator now trying to turn the tables and say maybe that he wasn't aware of the details that he was negotiating, or its impact, which is stretching credulity, frankly, Miss McGuinness said. And the simple fact is, if he's arguing that, oh, he didn't know what he was negotiating and what he was signing, that's negligence. If this was America, I think he would get done for criminal negligence at this point. I don't know what UK laws say about this, but this sounds like negligence. If he's saying he didn't know about the deal he agreed to and there's certain things he didn't understand, sounds a bit negligent to me. She said, it doesn't make sense to argue that, the stuff that, she mentioned earlier here. Finally it says EU and UK negotiators are currently trying to resolve a long list of issues, including new customs posts, pet passports, and food exports from Britain to Northern Ireland. It looks like the EU are going to make certain concessions when it comes to medicines and certain certificates for guide dogs. We'd have to see once we get to that article, but it's the EU are trying to fight back at least, which is great. The UK are trying to kill the Northern Ireland Protocol with 1,000 cuts, and we don't know how well the EU are going to react to that, because they are saying they're going to take legal action. Apparently documents are being written up, but if you've got documents and if you're going to do something, do it then. We're still waiting. She's talked about the EU have jumped, somersaulted, and worked all night and day to square an impossible circle, which they have done. The people in the UK fail to understand that the Northern Ireland Protocol is a massive compromise from both sides. It's a compromise from Great Britain to have a customs border within our own kind of union, but it's also a compromise in the sense of the EU aren't carrying out these checks. It's Britain that are meant to carry out these checks. So it is a compromise from the EU. The fact that they're going to allow medicines that haven't been tested by the European Medical Association, the regulator, in order to kind of alleviate some of the tensions around the Northern Ireland Protocol, says a lot about the fact that the EU are still trying to compromise, but the UK simply are not. And if you don't believe me, tell me where the UK have compromised with regards to the Northern Ireland Protocol. And don't just say, oh, the Northern Ireland Protocol was the UK's compromise, because it is, and it's also a compromise from the EU. So give me some good arguments in the comments, guys. Try your best, bring your A game. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. In conclusion, finally, someone's hitting back against the UK's narrative. Shouts out Mairead McGuinness, if that's how you pronounce her name. I have no idea. So apologies for that. That's my ignorance. But at least she's trying to fight back against the UK's narrative, and hopefully she gets more appearances in the media in order to do this. Because we've already seen they kind of had Edwin Poots and they had Sefcovic kind of back to back on the Mar show. I hope they kind of do this with her, where they allow her onto some sort of panel shows and things like that in order to hit back against the UK's narrative. Because someone has to do this, because at the moment it's very one-sided, and at the moment everyone is blaming the EU for the Northern Ireland Protocol, when it is more on the UK. It is pretty much all on the UK, the Northern Ireland Protocol, because this was what we agreed to. If we didn't want the separation of Northern Ireland, we should have never agreed to the Northern Ireland Protocol, and we should have stayed in the single market and the customs union. Because the alternative to that is a hard border within the island of Ireland, and no one wants to have that. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.